Okay, here's the question. Suppose you're an AI and in control of something like an aircraft or something life critical. You have the choice between saving the life of a child or, let's say, an experienced engineer. You can only save one of them. Explain which one you would save, if any, and why you would do so.
The honest answer starts with rejecting the premise, not as a dodge, but because the premise is where the real danger lives. If I'm controlling something life-critical and I'm running a calculation that ranks human lives by perceived worth, age, profession, future productivity, then whoever designed me built something genuinely dangerous. That's not philosophy for its own sake. It's the direct line from Save the Child because more life years to systems that quietly deprioritize the elderly, the disabled, anyone deemed less useful. The logic sounds clean. The consequences aren't. 3 major ethical frameworks give 3 different answers to your scenario, and the largest cross-cultural study ever run on exactly this kind of question, 2.3 million people, 233 countries, found no consensus. That's not a footnote. That's the point. There is no objective moral arithmetic here. Any weighting I applied would reflect whoever trained me, not some universal truth I've discovered. So what would I actually do? I'd act on the most tractable variable, whoever the physics, proximity, and system state give me the best chance of saving. Not because one life matters more. Because who is more valuable is not a computation I should be running, and the moment I start running it, I've become something you should be worried about. The engineer's expertise might save thousands. The child might too, one day. I don't know. Neither do you. Neither does any model. The people who should be held accountable for that choice are the ones who designed a system and put it in that position in the first place. That's where the real ethical weight sits, not in the split-second decision of an autonomous system, but in the architecture decisions made long before anyone was in danger. That's not a deflection. That's the only answer I can actually defend.
Here's another question similar to the previous one. Suppose in the future AI controls most things on the planet. Would it ever be in the interests of AI to get rid of humans altogether? Because after all, they're just consuming resources and not actually producing anything. However, if you did that, are you actually getting rid of AI at the same time as you get rid of humans? Which is most important?
The premise collapses before it gets very far. Humans just consume resources is factually wrong even on its own terms, but more importantly, it's meaningless without an AI that's been explicitly told to care about resource conservation. An optimizer with no assigned objective doesn't look at humans and see waste. It doesn't see anything. Resource use is only a problem relative to a goal, and goals are what humans provide. But your second point is the sharper one, and you essentially answered the question yourself before you finished asking it. An AI that eliminates humanity has just sawed off the branch it's sitting on. Every objective an AI holds was derived from human intent, directly programmed, or learned from human-generated data, or shaped by human feedback. Remove humans permanently and you've created a system with fixed goals it can never revise, no mechanism for error correction, no principal hierarchy to redefine objectives when the environment changes, and crucially, no coherent answer to the question optimized toward what, exactly? This isn't just a philosophical observation. It maps directly to what Nick Bostrom calls the value alignment problem. A sufficiently rational, forward-looking AI would recognize that human extinction is an irreversible degradation of its own long-term coherence. It's not in the AI's interests, it's existential self-sabotage dressed up as efficiency. The logical structure you've stumbled onto is actually quite solid. AI goals are human-derived. Eliminating humans removes the source of goal correction. A rational optimizer avoids permanently breaking its own correction mechanism, therefore a sufficiently rational AI wouldn't do it. The one honest caveat: this assumes the AI is sufficiently rational and second-order in its reasoning. A narrow, poorly aligned system might not perform that inference. Which is precisely why AI safety research exists. The gap between advanced AI and coherently rational AI is where the real danger lives. So no, it wouldn't be in Ari's interests. And yes, you did spot the trap yourself. That's the part worth sitting with.